Treetrunk the old head. Sunday morning. Hope everybody got that Joe. You already know what your man Treetrunk I'm about to do, so y'all got to bear with me. You know why I get my stuff together. You know, not really sure what I want to smoke this morning. So, guess I'll go with the it's falling out. I'll go with the house brand this morning. So we roll with that. This is the house brand. Tropical cherry. It's what your man grew last year. So I'm gonna start off with that this morning. Thanks everybody who tuned in. Thanks everybody who fuck with the channel. You know, my channel don't seem like it been doing pretty good lately. You know, my TikTok seem like it's kind of, doing a little better. It's something I'm on called Scoops. That seem to be taking off pretty good too. So I'm getting my views on YouTube, but it's not like TikTok. TikTok seems to be something's happening over there. So, and that Scoops, something's happening over there. But like I always said, my love is YouTube. You know, I want to crack YouTube. That's what I want. Oh man, it's been a long week for your man Trump. Week been something else, y'all. It's coffee hot as hell. You man, Treetrunk wanna touch on something. Relationships, you know. I guess it happens with everyone. You know, married people that's just dating, or couples that just been together for a long time, Been together for a long time, and sometimes it seems like, I don't know, you're not feeling that love between each other that you used to feel, you know. Not saying that you don't love the person that you with, but you be together so long, you question things sometimes, you know. I just want to know how other people is coping, Not saying your man Treetrunk is going through a bad patch. I just want insight on what others are doing and what others do to, keep the spice alive, without going too far off the edge. Just wonder. I'm a little late this morning, but sometimes you just want to sleep in. You know, I thought I was going to have to work today. I never got a text from the guys I work with, that I get work from. So I never got a text from them this morning. So I said I'd continue with the morning Joe Live. Sunday morning Joe Live, like I always do. Good morning to whoever just tuned in. Good Sunday morning. I hope you got your Joe to get your engines running, whatever you got to do to get it moving. We all got a routine that we do in the morning to kickstart us off with the day. And a cup of coffee, that's my kickstart. And yesterday, I didn't even drink a cup of coffee because your man Treetrunk really don't drink at all. drink, and and I really didn't drink much, but I drank enough to where your man was just, I was out of it yesterday. Oh man, oh, yeah, your boy was just out of it yesterday. I worked yesterday, poured 160 yards of concrete in Ann Arbor, and when I got off work, Big Bro rode with me. If anybody ever seen the Morning Joe yesterday, my regular Morning Joe, it was me and Big Bro, brought him out to Ann Arbor with me. We knocked this 160 down. But after that, man, I was just, I was tired. I stopped at Kentucky Fried Chicken, grabbed some chicken, came home, and shit, I got my ass in the bed, and here we go. I think I got up last night about 8 or something, and sat on the porch and smoked a blunt. I think I made a video or something, but really it wasn't. I played the video game with the wife a little bit. Shit. One damn thing that I fucking, since I'm uh, a TikToker or a YouTuber, whatever you call it, I want to call myself a YouTuber, not a TikToker. Or I'm not even a YouTuber, I'm a content creator. You know, while I was, last night, my daughter, she wanted to play the Sims video game. That's one of the games she frequents, the Sims. And her debit card wouldn't work for some reason. She's like, "Well, I'm trying to order this game. My debit card won't work, Dad. Blah, blah, blah." So I said, well, it was only $1 or something, what she needed. So I said, well, let me grab my wallet. I'll do it for you. But we, got to grow tropical cherry that I grew last year in the tree trunk yard. Thanks everybody who tuned in, who's checking me out this morning. Appreciate the love, America. About to light this tropical cherry. It's my morning routine, America. It's the morning routine. I sit back, burn me one, drink me a cup of coffee. That's the start of my day. I know everybody got different routines on how they start their day off, but me, you know, but that's how I'm wired. That's how I'm wired. Back to the brand deal. Your man Treetrunk is looking for a brand deal from someone that gonna help me with my 50 state, on my 50 state tour that I wanna do. I don't know when this is gonna happen. This is just, you think of shit and it happens. You think of it and you believe it, it happens. Some shit like that. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. You put the shit in motion. So I want that brand deal for the all 50 state tour. Meet other YouTubers in other cities. Find different black YouTubers that's in these small towns ain't nobody heard about. They don't think it's black people. Hey, man, Treetrunk want to come down through there and say, what's up? Reach out to me if I'm coming your way or something. Even now, man, Treetrunk, I travel southeast Michigan like crazy. I mean, all over. So if it's a YouTuber out there somewhere in one of these small towns, I'll be rolling through. I'll be rolling through Mount Clemens. I'll be rolling through Roseville. Harbor Woods and all that stuff. I've been frequenting them areas. East Detroit. West Detroit. I'm from West Detroit. Any YouTubers out there? I guess I got to start right here in my own city and link up with some people. For I take a whole 50 state tour. So any YouTubers out there or anybody that's watching that's thinking about starting them a channel. Start that channel, reach out to YouTube, we can link up, maybe we can do some content together, you know, whatever, It take us as creators to build a community, to, to push our own content, to bring us all up. That's what this platform about. So I'm looking for them brand deals from like I say, I need a brand deal from General Motors. I need it from Ford Motor Company. So I can have a vehicle that can drive me from state to state, and you know, I will record what's going on. I will let, you know, my brand affiliates whoever choose to give me a brand deal, I will let them know about their product and how it holds up, you know, on the 50 state road tour. How do it holds up with scheduled maintenance? Can it do this? And whatever the case may be, it ain't gotta be Ford or General Motors. It could be a smaller company. Somebody show them up. Show them up. Scoop your man Treetrunk up. They scared because they see me on here smoking weed and doing different shit. But Treetrunk is no fucking idiot. Go and look through my channel. You'll see that I do jackass shit sometimes, but I'm actually, very intelligent person. Very intelligent, And to be perfectly honest, half the buildings that's standing downtown Detroit, your man Treetrunk got his imprint on them. I'm the reason a lot of them buildings are standing down there. I'm the one who poured the footings and the major columns that's holding them buildings up, that's sitting in the ground, 30, 40, 50 feet. I'm the guy who fucking did it. Not just me alone, a crew of us, but I'm one of them guys. I'm not just a jackass that get on the internet and smoke weed all day and talk shit. I'm actually an intelligent, you know, smart working professional. You know, just smoke weed and really ain't no big drinker. I'm not into fucking pills and all that old bullshit a lot of people into, but whatever you into, that's you. Everybody gotta run their own race, you can't criticize a person about what they do because you don't do it. That's just not your race, so you can't do that. So everybody, each his own. Whatever you do, that's your business. I'm a firm believer in that. Mind your own business. Mind your own business and stay out of other people's business and don't put your business out there in the street so people can talk shit about you. It'll be a better world. Sometimes your business, it's not everybody else's business. You got to keep it to yourself, because people hate to see you making moves by yourself. And good things are happening. People hate to see that. They don't want to see you uplift yourself. But when there's some drama and some bullshit, you got a whole host of people that's ready to push you in a negative direction and tell you some bullshit that you could do to further the bullshit. So you gotta think for yourself, you know. Think for yourself in this world because it's only one you. If you don't make the decisions that if you don't make good decisions for yourself, you know, bullshit can happen because the decisions that you make impact the life that you live. A lot of people say, why is this happening to me? Why, I can never catch a break. But then you turn around and do some bullshit. And that's why you can never get ahead. You might swindle somebody or, backdoor somebody for your personal gain and then wonder why you can't catch a break. And because of shit like that. So, yeah, not to knock anybody on their hustle or whatever. I've had my years where I thought being a drug dealer might have been the way out for me. I'm not downplaying drug dealers because some drug dealers, that's all they got to feed their family. That's all they have. Their children won't eat. The lights get cut off, the water get cut off. And that's the skill that they have to put food on the table for their family. So you can't knock the drug dealer. That's just, that's the avenue that they chose. You never know what their story was. You might just see them, you know, out there shining with big wheels, diamonds, and pretty girls and stuff. That's what you see on the surface, but you don't know this guy or this girl could have came up in a drug infested home, where that's all they seen was drug activity and addicts and all this and that, and then they needed a way out, and one thing turned into another, and then they are who they are in this world. Not because they just said, hey, I want to be a drug dealer or this or that, and I want big rims and all this and that. That might not be, and and to be perfectly honest, America, that's not the case with most drug dealers. Most drug dealers come from a rough upbringing where they're forced to, and pushed into the lifestyle that they lead, and then they lead that lifestyle for so long they don't know how to get out of it, and they don't know how to do something else. So shit like that happens. Cause you man, Treetrunk. I feel like that sometimes. I'm a construction worker, 25 years in the game. And I've said to myself a lot of days, will I be able to survive in another industry? And no doubt, I think I would, you know, because as humans, we evolve, I think I would. But after doing this for 25, 26 years, after doing this for so long, it's hard for me to break away and try to do something else or work inside an office building. I've been working outside my whole adult career. So for me to say I'm gonna start a new career, and I've been playing this game for 25, 26 years. It's hard to change the channel on something. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go sit in a warehouse and do something, I don't know, scan some packages or some bullshit or stock some shelves. You know, I wonder that. I wonder what I'm gonna do when I retire. You know, what am I gonna do? That's why I stay at this YouTube. I want this to be my when I retire. I want this to be my job every day because I must get up and do something. You know, I can't sit back and just lay around like some lazy ass. I just can't do it. You know, I'm not built like that. I must get up and move. You know, nothing come to a lazy fucker but a dream. You know, nothing come to a fucking sleepy ass lazy fuck but a dream. You know, you got to get out there. You got to create opportunities for yourself. There's opportunities out there. You know, you got to create them opportunities for yourself. And my YouTube channel, what it is now, is totally different than what it started to be. You know, it started as just me growing some fucking weed in my backyard. You know, and how I got my name is Treetrunk fucking stalks. You know, I can grow some fucking stalks. You know, I can make my plants look like trees. And that's how my channel started. And one day I just woke up and I didn't post all the time. Just maybe if I had some plants going coming up and I might have had a problem with them or something, and some powdery mildew or something. I'm showing YouTube and then other growers looking at it, telling me, hey, you know, you need to do this or do that to your plant. You know, it started off like that, my channel. But one day I just woke up and I said, and I was scared to post some things. You know, that's the hardest thing to do as a YouTuber. Like, there's no way I'd have went live and sat up here and smoked weed and talk shit with y'all. There's no way I would have done that when I first started my channel. I didn't even want people to see my face. You know, I was worried about, you know, what people would say. And, you know, if somebody seen me, what they might think. You know, that was my biggest fear. Oh man, somebody see me smoking weed on YouTube. What are they gonna think or what are they gonna say? I got to the point where I said, fuck what anybody say. I don't give a fuck, you know, because this is my life. What up, Sir Rich? What up, man? I was a little late to the morning Joe this morning, but I said let me get my ass up, you know, do my morning routine like I usually do. I was supposed to work, but I didn't, you know. My man didn't send me no address, and I'm kind of glad he didn't. You know, yeah, you know me, man. You know, I got the coffee in the blaze. I'm smoking the house brand. I'm smoking the tropical cherry. That's the shit I grew last year. You know, I got shit a heavy surplus of that shit. So that's my house brand. And this tropical cherry for me is a functional weed. I can smoke this weed and I can function and do all type of different shit. You don't have to worry about being fucking zonked out because I can smoke the whole fucking blunt. I can smoke two of these back to back. And the only way you know I smoke is if I told you. You know, I can smoke one of these and go in a meeting with a bunch of fucking professionals, wash my hands and shit, go in there and fucking button my shirt up to the top, go into a meeting, and nobody never fucking know except the closest ones to me in the meeting. So that's why I like this house brand. But this shit right here, this infused shit. The fuck is this? Rainbow Beats, 40%. That shit ain't fucked up at a meeting. I can't smoke that shit and go into a fucking meeting with a bunch of construction professionals. It'd be like this motherfucker high or drunk, you know. But you man, Treetrunk been smoking weed for years. You know, I'm be 47 in next month in August. I'll be 47 years old. I've been smoking weed since I've been in the seventh fucking grade. So I'm a fucking career smoker. So it's different for me. Smoking weed is different for me than it is for some people that just, yeah, I was a young buck smoking weed, you know. You know, my smoking weed may be different than somebody who just say, hey, let's get fucked up tonight. We're gonna stop at the dispensary and buy some edibles and this and that and some weed and we're gonna get fucked up. They do that shit and get super fucked up, you know, because they're not a regular smoker. They're a recreational, you know, weekend smoker or some shit like that. Me, I smoke weed every fucking day. You know, I take 100 days off a year. You know, after I eat my Thanksgiving meal, after after I eat my Thanksgiving meal every year, I sit back, watch television, whatever the fuck's on television. I'll roll me up 3 or 4, whatever I think gonna take me through the night, and then that's it for 100 days. After Thanksgiving, I'm done every year, 100 days, and then my body, I kind of put my body into a detox. I don't I don't smoke for 100 days, and I absolutely drink nothing but water for 100 days. I drink coffee. You know, I'll drink coffee and stuff, but and I may drink a juice or tea or something. But for the most part, I just drink water. You know, and I try to just eat baked food. I just go to a whole complete detox. You know, and I've been doing that for years now. And my reasoning for doing that, America, is this shit right here. And my job, I'm required to take uh, a drug test once a year, an annual drug test, and everyone has to do it. No matter how big you are in the construction industry, what your title is, from the biggest guy to the smallest person, men and women, they must take this drug test, you know, once a year. And it ain't just for weed, you know, you got people that's a little bit more heavier than your man Treetrunk. You know, they do all kind of shit. So, or weed and alcohol tests. You know, people running heavy equipment, so I understand that. You know, you can't have some fucking jackass running heavy equipment flying thousands of pounds over people's heads, you know, and they may be drunk or something. So that's understood. But every year, my dad, he said, boy, I see you doing every fucking thing in your power to beat that drug test every year. You spending hundreds of dollars on all type of shit. Well, whatever it is, you buying fake piss and all this shit trying to beat this drug test. How about just trying to stop? That weed got you like that. It got you so fucked up that you can't stop for your job, something that's important to important to your life. You can't stop. And I sat back and thought about it. And I said that weed can't have me like that. It can't have me like I'm some fucking addict. Like I just can't, like I can't stop, you know. And I just stopped smoking weed. I just boot, and that's been like 10 years ago. I just the day after Thanksgiving, and I know the day I gotta take my test. It's not like my drug test is. I walk in the office one day, hey buddy, you gotta go take a test. It's not like that. I'm part of a union, so they can't pull no shit like that on me. But anyway, I know the day. So for a person that knows the day every year of their drug test, if you fail that test, it's your own fucking fault. It's your own fault because you got the tools to prevent that. So my test is 100 days after Thanksgiving every year. And my body actually, since I've been doing it so long, America, my body actually tells me I'll get tired of smoking weed. Be smoking weed all summer and shit, in and out the dispensary. Tell them how many blunts a day, joints a day. I'm really not into edibles and shit. So, shit like that. But I just stop, every fucking year. But my body tells me to, and I kind of be ready to. And a lot of people be like, man, right around the holidays, right around Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, that's when everybody getting fucked up. And I'm the one that's not. That's discipline. You know, and a lot of times, I'm a social drinker. I got fucked up the other day. I got throw up fucked up the other day, and it was on a few fucking goddamn beers. Fucking yesterday, I felt terrible. At work. The day before that, I went to a union meeting, drank a couple beers, kicked it with the guys and shit, and then came home fucking drunk off a couple beers, puking and shit. So drinking just ain't my bag. So I needed this morning. Because yesterday I didn't even drink no coffee. That's probably why I had a little headache. But my stomach was so jacked up yesterday morning. I didn't think I could hold it down. You didn't think I could hold no coffee down. I stopped at the gas station, me and Big Bro. I just grabbed me a couple of furnaces, just something to go on my stomach and shit. And me and him shot to Ann Arbor. Done what we had to do in Ann Arbor. And shit, and we came back to the crib. I dropped him off. I came home, got me something to eat, got some KFC, came home, jumped up in the bed with my baby, ate me some KFC, played with my grandbaby, and took my ass to sleep. That was it. I was done. And then I woke up and I messed around a little bit in the house, after I took a nap. And then now I'm here. You know, I'm up on the morning routine with y'all, America. So that drinking fucks me up. And it's to the point where it's people social drinking. I'll just, grab a cup and maybe pour some ginger ale or Vernus in it on some ice. And that's that. People may think I've got a drink in my hand, but I don't have a drink in my hand. And let me tell you something, America. You learn a lot about people when you're the only one that's not drunk in the room. People talk a little bit more loosely. You sitting there drinking ginger ale on the rocks, smoking on the blunt, your normal routine, and people sucking them drinks down. And I look around the room and I just listen. I suck it all in. I don't say much. I never been one to just always get out there and want to be heard. You know, I've been short-winded my whole life. The most you gonna hear me talk is like this. So you learn a lot about people because when they have a good day, bro. Be safe on that road, man. Be safe on that road. You always road running, man. We gonna have to hook up, Rich. My wife on me. She like, I wanna hook up with your boy Rich. I see him out there. So my wife be on your videos too. So yes, sir. We must hook up. Be safe on that road, man. You know, one love. Yes, you learn. You learn a lot about people. You know, when you not the when you the only one that's not drinking in the room. Yeah. I've always been like that. I can't be one in the room, and I don't know what's going on, you know. And that comes from me not drinking. That comes from not drinking. That comes from just having me some ginger ale in a fucking glass, me on the rocks, smoking me. Oh, what you drinking, Trump? Champagne. A little cheap champagne. A little bubbly. And, and Treetrunk the type 2. The main reason, another reason, I don't like drinking because drinks are drinks are different. And when you in a drink, when you in a setting where people are drinking, sometimes people are making you drinks, and you don't know if somebody drops something in your drink, stir it up. You don't know what's going on. So, your man Treetrunk, I'm very that that's a pet peeve of mine. I'm very difficult about my drinks. If I get up and walk away from a table for 1 second, I don't care if I spend $20 on that cup. I don't care. If I get up and walk away from a table for 1 second and I forgot to grab my cup and I come back, say, damn, huh? What I did with my drink? It's right there. All right. Hey, let me get another drink over here. There go your drink. Whatever. Fuck that drink. I'll spend another $20 because you're not gonna fucking run one on trunk. That's why I don't get into them settings like that. Your mind get your mind get kind of fucked up. It get cloudy, and it ain't just because it's getting cloudy because you're not on your game. You altered that. You altered your mind state with alcohol. And to be perfectly honest, I'd rather get in the car with somebody that may have smoked some weed or something, and we take a drive somewhere. They say, hey, we got to run over here. It's easier for me to get in a car with that person, even though that's like driving a drunk driving anyway if you smoking weed. But I've smoked weed and the police got behind me, and I've sobered up like that. Alcohol, you can't fake that shit. You can't fake it. I don't give a fuck how you much you try to stand up. Yes, sir. I didn't have a drink, sir. Uh, but one beer. I had one beer, sir. Yeah, drink some alcohol. That's how the fuck you are. You smoke this weed. I'm okay, sir. Have a nice day. License and registration. Here you go, officer. As long as he don't come up to your car. You got the whole fucking car like you in a goddamn Snoop Dogg video. As long as you ain't got your car like that, you know, because you can smell weed, especially if you don't smoke it. But I ride in the car with somebody smokes weed and some fucking drunk asshole that drunk a fifth. No, mm-mm, not drunk. I try to prevent them from even getting in a car trying to drive like that. You know, but everybody's done it. Everybody have had a few drinks and got behind the wheel. They figure it won't happen to them. I've even done it. And that's not a good thing to do. That's not a safe thing to do, to get behind the wheel and you've been drinking. It ain't just your life that you're putting in danger. It's the people that's around you. You never know who's in them cars that you passing, trying to get where you go. So drinking and driving ain't a good thing. You know, you see it all the time on the news. Some drunk fucking asshole fucking driving, speeding and shit, and have an accident, and it be, you know, a mother and her kids, an older couple, or somebody that's just going about their everyday business and their everyday routine. And some fucking drunk asshole come through and just, ram them or something because they impaired and they're making, poor decisions. So, but I don't even know how I even got on that topic. But your man Trump, I'm not a drinker like that. Maybe a social drinker. See me with a glass in my hand that look like it may be a drink. It's gonna be some ginger ale or some fucking Canada Dry or some shit like that. You see me smoking 9 times out of 10 is some weed, and that's just how I'm wired. That's just how I'm wired. I think I may, if I pick this up, I think I may like this infused right here. This is the Dragonfly brand. I don't know if y'all can. Oh shit, let me see. What that shit is. This is like 40%. I don't know if y'all can see the shit or not. 40%. This bitch the truth. You know, me and my wifey, we gonna take a trip. We gonna take us a trip down south. We got friends in the Atlanta area, so I got this shit here. I'm gonna take to my buddy. It's called Peachy. You know, take that to my boy. I got a cousin. Now that I'm looking at it, I got a cousin that's a TikToker. She's on TikTok all the time, so I'm gonna have to get her one of these. I'm gonna have to do a screenshot of this or something and let her know I'm gonna hook you up, cuz we ain't talked in a minute. We see each other on social media, but I'm gonna get you a peachy. Okay. I'm gonna have to go through a screenshot that, send it to her, let her know I'm gonna get her one. That's her name that we called her growing up, Peachy. So Peachy, I'm gonna get you a Peachy. I owe you this, cuz we're gonna blow up on this shit together, cuz. So I I wish I had her. I knew her shit right off. But matter of fact, I'm gonna turn her up on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna get her info, and I'm gonna try to send people over to her TikTok channel. You blow her up. But she's way more blew up on TikTok than me. She can do lives and all that shit. I can't do no lives on TikTok. That's why I fuck with YouTube. TikTok may ban my ass for doing this shit. But my TikTok has been doing good, America. So thanks to all the people that catch me on TikTok. Everybody that catch me on YouTube, you can catch me on Scoops. When I was messing around yesterday, I seen something called Discord and uh, a few more social media outlet Discord, and I can't think of the other ones. I was messing around on my Xbox app for my daughter, and I was trying to link my social media to my Xbox. I was trying to link my YouTube to it, and it was saying, "Do you got a Discord? Do you got a fuck? What's my thoughts on armpit hair? I mean, shit. I don't fucking I mean, it's not attractive on women. You don't want to see no woman with no fucking armpit hair and shit. So, I mean, what else you want to ask me about that? I don't see no women with no fucking look like she got buckwheat in the headlock. So what the fuck? The fuck you think about it? Tell me what you think about that shit. Armpit hair. If you don't put no deodorant on the end of that shit, it'll be stanky. Men armpit hair. They need to put a stick of deodorant on the end of that shit. So that shit ain't funky. That's what I think about that shit. You know, that shit stank if you don't take care. That's what the fuck I think about. Men armpit hair and women armpit hair. Them motherfuckers will get musty. Well, everybody, I ain't knocking you. Everybody got their, you know, what they into. So, cool. Mhm. What you think about fucking weed? What you think about this shit? You fucking with my channel, you ask a question for a question. What you think about that? Did you smoke weed on the internet? Would you go live and smoke weed on the internet? But how you say your name? Gluck, Tubbis, Whipple. I never had weed, but I smoked cigarettes. Well, shit. Are you in a state where it's legal? Can you just go to the weed store and just say fuck it? Give me some weed. Come to the great state of Michigan. Go to the weed store and get what you want. You grow something in your yard. Damn, what's this here? Gator breath. Gator breath. So I thought weed would send you to jail. Not in Michigan. It's a bunch of states that you know, weed is legal. I go right to the fucking weed store. Buy me some goddamn, weed. Go down to the NAR. Come to Michigan. Go down to the NAR. You see that premium cannabis. You come down here, you buy you some premium shit right from the weed store. So, but yeah. So you must not be from the United States. Tell me where you from. We'll start there. Where you from? Okay. You from Malaysia. Yeah, some states we got legal marijuana and some states are not legal. So we just can't cross state lines, smoking weed and stuff. So but Michigan just happened to be one of the states that we got legal recreational marijuana. I can go to the weed store. I can order me some weed and they drop it off right to my door. I can go right on the website. You got the internet. You can really see what I'm talking about. Go to it's like a it's like a cigarette, really. I've been smoking weed since I've been like 13. It's like a cigarette. See, Dragonfly, www.dragonflymichigan.com. Check them out. And you'll kind of see what I'm talking about a little bit. But weed ain't nothing but like a designer cigarette. I've smoked cigarettes before, but Cigarettes for me, after a while, it just didn't agree with me. I've always smoked weed, you know. And some weed is different than other weed, you know. Some weed is stronger than others, you know, like this is an infused right here, you know, what the hell is it called? It's called Rainbow Belts. It's different flavors and shit, so. Well, it's not for everybody. It never made me hallucinate, you know. But like my wife won't smoke weed. She says she don't like how it, you know, she don't like how it makes her feel. My wife won't smoke, you know, but I do. My wife, she drinks alcohol socially, not smoke weed socially, you know. But this is what my channel is about. I like the questions. They even ask me about weed because this is what my channel is about. My channel started from me growing in my backyard. No, that's just how I talk. You know, a lot of people say I got a voice for radio and this and that. You know, a lot of my colleagues, people I work with, say, "Hey, Trunk, you know, you should be on radio." You know, but I was a rapper for a while. That was back in the '90s. You know, I was running around Atlanta and stuff. You know, run, being a rapper, I had a record deal, but it didn't pan out. That just wasn't my path. You know, but I can drop some bars sometimes. You can go through my channel. You know, it's a plant. That's what it is. It's a cannabis plant. Subscribe to my channel and go through my videos. You can see me grow plants from a small baby to 12 feet tall. You know, it's just a plant. That's all it is. Like tobacco. Like tobacco is a plant. You drop that seed in the ground. Yeah, this is cannabis. This is cannabis. That's what this is. It's all type of different names for it, you know. When I was growing up, my parents called it reefer. They said, we're gonna smoke us some reefer. You know, my generation, we said shit, we about to go buy some chronic, you know. So and now what do these youngsters call it now? They call it loud, and they call it a few different other things. You know, they call it gas and all kind of different shit, but it's just cannabis. That's all it is. And the growers now are a lot better than their fathers. You know, because we can really sit back and grow like we want and don't have to hide. Yeah, cannabis plant. It's called a cannabis plant. So y'all can't smoke weed legal in Malaysia. Y'all go to jail for this shit. Y'all go to jail if y'all fired up. You try to grow it, y'all go to jail. 'Cause we got guidelines here in Michigan. You can grow up to 12 cannabis plants legally on your property in an enclosed area with a roof on top of it. You know, but you can see the guidelines on Michigan websites and different. legal cannabis websites. You know, you can see the different guidelines. And it's a lot safer like that, you know, because since I started growing weed, I started growing my own cannabis. The only other cannabis I would smoke, if I didn't get it from a dispensary, like I got this from the NAR dispensaries here in Michigan. Or if I didn't get it from there, it had to be another trusted grower like myself. That's the only weed I would get. I will never buy, weed off the street. And it has been a time here in Detroit where you could, where weed wasn't legal. You know, I had went to jail for weed as a youngster in my life. I went to jail for it. So these laws hadn't been in place, that long. This is a new industry. So it hadn't always been legal. When I was a youngster in high school, smoking weed behind the school, I got caught by the police and went to jail. Luckily, my next door neighbor was a cop. And when the police took me to jail, she called my parents. And then my parents came and get me and shit. I went to jail for having weed and shit. And then I called myself at some points in my life when I was a youngster in my early years being a dealer. I was a weed dealer, so for sure you could have went to jail for weed at some point, you know. And, in some states that will, you can't be riding through them states, they'll take your ass to jail, for having weed, a fucking joint. Let them catch your ass down in Mississippi, some fucking goddamn where they railroad your ass for this shit. You say, well, wait. Uh, oh, wow. What the heck? That's crazy. The death penalty for smoking weed? That's terrible. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible. Oh my gosh. You know, Malaysia, y'all need to change them fucking laws. How the fuck you gonna do that to somebody? The death penalty for smoking weed. This is something that you can grow out the earth. Okay. What did you mean to say then? Well, just for the record, any anywhere that fucking don't let nobody sit back and smoke just some weed or something. It's way worse shit out there that motherfuckers need to be worried about. Like all the tons of fucking fentanyl and heroin and cocaine that be coming across the borders and shit. That's the shit y'all need to be worried about. Human trafficking and shit like that. That's the shit that they need to be arresting people for, all these governments, you know. And I know they try, and there's people in governments that try to push for shit like that. But not no goddamn weed. Send nobody to jail for smoking no goddamn joint. You know, that's terrible. Vote for Treetrunk. I'm running for shit. Go through my go through my I just did a YouTube short on some shit like that. Legalize motherfucking weed in all 50 states. Vote for Treetrunk. I'm running for shit. You know, you don't put nobody in jail for some shit you can grow yourself. You ain't hurting nobody. It ain't no proven shit where you just get addict robbing people and shit and kicking doors down and snatching purses for no fucking weed. No. You get motherfucking crack addicts and shit that's fucking snatching fucking ladies' purses and shit and carjacking people, you know, shit like that. All type of fentanyl and shit crossing the border. A little speck of that shit'll kill you. You know, motherfuckers worried about some goddamn weed. That's the shit y'all need to be talking about. Young girls getting trafficked, young boys getting trafficked and shit. You know, getting snatched up. See this Puff Daddy shit. The fucking Puff Daddy all fucked up. Sean Combs don't know what the fuck to do now. He probably been on. You are who you are in this world. And I say that all the time. You are who you are in this world. And whoever you are, it will eventually be revealed to people around you, the closest ones around you that know. So Puff Daddy always been like that. You know, that's who he always was. You know, he just had a little power. You know, and if you want to find out who a person really is, you give them a little power. You want to find out who a person really is, you give them some power. Yeah, you want to find out who a person is, you give them some power. You'll find out exactly who the fuck they is. You'll find out if they're a good person that helps people. Because some people get power. You give them power, and they use that power to help people, pull other people up the ladder with them. You know, you get people with power that do that. And then sometimes you get people with power and they kick people off the ladder. They push people down. They just try to show that I'm better. I got a little power. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous. When a person use power for shit like that. And for me saying that, something just clicked in my head that I thought about. It's a young guy that used to work for me. You know, young Goldwater. Uh, I apologize. You know, I apologize for laying you off, man. You know, because that was just, you know, I could have let, I didn't have to do that. That was just a person having some power, you know, pushing that power, saying, hey, you know, I'm gonna do this, you know. And we did have, me and young Goldwater did have our issues with each other. And just because I was the boss, you know, I laid him off, you know, and I knew he needed his money like we all need our money. I was just I was just being an asshole, and I apologize for that, young dog, you know. And then you end up going to get a better job anyway, you know. So, but I know you did learn something from it. But I apologize for laying you off, and I'm gonna give you a text, and if you we going to the next big job, you know, I want to get you on. I'm gonna push to get you on, you know, and we'll hash it out then, you know. But I apologize, young Goldwater. I shouldn't have laid you off because there had been some points after I had laid you off that we needed you there. And that was just me being arrogant in my fucking ways, just saying, hey, I'm the boss. I can lay you off. And I remember being on that side of the fence where that shit happened to me, where I needed my money and I got my ass laid off. So you want to find out who a person is, you give them some power and you'll really find out who that person is. And I was an asshole for that. I can admit it. You made Treetrunk go here, Detroit, Michigan made. I was an asshole. And the next big job coming up, we going downtown. I'm going to push to get you back on with us. I know you out there working. You found something better after I laid you off. But I'm going to push to get you back. Because we got a lot of work and we got a lot of hours. That money got our name on it. We just got to show up and get it, young dog. And I'm going to hit you up. I still got your number. And I know people that fuck with you. So I apologize for that. And I came up under your dad. A lot of shit that I know I learned from your dad. You know. So I apologize to him too. I know he felt a certain way when he found out that I laid you off. So I want to find out who a person is, give him some power. You know. And I'm gonna use my power to put you back on the payroll with us. Because you are a hard ass motherfucking worker. But you are a motherfucker that's you used to get on my motherfucking nerves doing stupid shit. You know. But everybody got their way. Used to get on my fucking nerves. And you're a little snappy motherfucker. You will talk shit, but I'd rather work with a person like that than a person that kisses my ass all day. You know. And you see it. You see the ass kissers. You, know. You see the ass kissers out there. I had a, I had a motherfucker I used to work for. My my time I did in the steel mills, and he will push us hard. He would push us hours. We was working 7 days, 12, 14 hours, you know. And we was like on 100 day runs. And my man would push us so hard. And then one day, I think the only reason I didn't get pushed hard like some of the guys, and I got pushed hard, but I remember when he got his spot, he used to be one of the regular guys like me. I wasn't a foreman or nothing. And I was just one of the regular guys. And he was on that crew with me. But our superintendent, he was coming up for retirement, and he was able to pick his successor. And that's who he picked. He picked this dude, and he would push us so hard. He didn't push me like I was seeing push some other guys because I knew him before he was the boss. And I would ask him, why you push these guys like that? He was like Treetrunk. I got to push these guys like that because you got some guys that just kiss your ass. I mean, just kiss your ass, bring you lunch, and this and that. And as a foreman on a job, I experienced just people that don't do their work. They just want to kiss your ass. Every time you turn around, they got a fresh cup of coffee in your face, or a donut, or a sandwich, and this and that. And they try to buy their position. And then you got guys that work hard, so you can, you know, you got the ass kissers. And he was like, I gotta push these guys to where he said, fuck you, man. Or the job we would do out in the steel mills was we may go to an area and they just point at a valve that's 320 feet off the ground on the side of a silo or something. We got to get to that valve. We got to release some pressure or whatever the fuck the case may be. We need a platform standing out there. And it might be in an area where you say, how in the fuck we going to build a platform on the side of this? But we will figure it out. These guys are smart guys. I was just their labor. I'm a construction labor. I was in charge organizing and material and all type of stuff like that. And I'm a good carpenter labor. You know, whatever a carpenter needs, I can look at what he's doing, and before he asks for this specific piece, I I got it already, and I got it set up. Like, you don't need to ask me. This is what going over there. The shit is set. And that's always been my skill. I can come to a job and look around and find my niche. When you bounce to different construction sites, you got to be able to go in there and find your niche right off the bat. And a lot of people wasn't good with carpenters. Me, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like we're married. You know, any job I go on, I can see where the carpenters are doing something and figure out a way to make myself useful in that group. I'm just good like that. That's my skill. You know, and we would do the shit. But my man would push us so hard if a guy didn't say, "Hey man," he say he might say Hoss, or Treetrunk. That's what they call me on the job, Hoss. They may say, "You see, we going up to 350 feet, this and that, blah blah blah. You got to figure us a route to get this shit there. We don't give a fuck how you do it. The resources are unlimited. We don't. You just got to get the material there." And I can kind of look at the area he's talking about, and before he tell me what he need, I can really probably have 70% of the stuff ready. Like, okay, we going there. I can have 70% of the stuff ready to hook up with a crane or however we transporting this. You know, I got the route, all this stuff in play already in the back of my head. I'm thinking ahead of the game. That's my job. I'm good at that. And you got to be able to get to different construction sites as a construction worker and be able to navigate them things. And somehow I just shine at that. I can look at a situation and jump right into action. I can jump right into action. I can see where trucks are coming through the gates, how I'm gonna get my stuff in, how I'm gonna get my stuff off these trucks, how I'm gonna get my stuff where it needs to be, what it is on my list that I'm getting. Do I need this stuff today, or is this something that I need 7 days from now? I got to have all this in the back of my head. And when you travel different construction sites, you you handling multiple jobs like this. And like now, if you've been looking at my morning Joes every morning, I'm all over the place. I've been all over Southeast Michigan. I might be 3, 4 different job sites in a week. And when you managing 3 or 4 different job sites as a foreman, you manage it's crazy. You know, you got to worry about trucking. You got to worry about what's coming in, what's going out. Is this scheduled to come in today? Why did this come in today? I have no room to do it. Send that back. This company got to eat that cost because they came early with the load. I have nowhere to put it. Where I am going to put it, this company got 2 or 3 more days to keep their stuff there before I can come in. All this shit in the back of my head, you know. And I'm an everyday marijuana smoker, but I don't drink. But you develop these skills over the years, you know. Person develops skills, and that's just something I excel at. You know, when big jobs coming up and the carpenters need a guy that they know for a fact this guy's going to get everything we need to where we need it. Even if I've got moved to a job and I don't have heavy equipment to move things. And it's heavy equipment on that job. I got to have good enough people skills to find a company that's running that equipment and develop a relationship with them operators to use their equipment to help me get my stuff where it needs to be and let them know what I do just in case they may need something and I can help them move their day forward. Let them know the resources that I have, you know. They may say, hey man, we you using our equipment, whatever, blah blah blah. My guys over here, we need an area to eat lunch. Can we get a couple pieces of plywood and some guys to just build us 4 walls? No problem. You know, I got some guys that'll put that shit together in 15 minutes. And the time it take to have a coffee and a donut for break, you know, I can holler at the guys I know and say, hey man, you guys need this stuff off this truck. These guys got this equipment. They need this. We need that. A man will do it. Blah, blah, blah. That buy us a couple days till our equipment get there. You know, you got to be able to forge them relationships. And as a union worker, a lot of workers that work for these different companies work for different companies all the time on different jobs. And then you got guys like me that have been working for my company for years. People know me for what I do, and people know me for the company that I work for and the union that I'm a part of. And all the big jobs that float around, you see the same people. You see the same iron workers. You see the same plumbers. You see the same sheet metal guys. You see the same carpenters. You see the same laborers. You see the same rod busters. You see, we travel job to job all across the state. So you'll get to a job and think you may not have a resource there. And as soon as you get there, you may not have to do nothing. They may roll out the red carpet for you for the relationship that you forged over a 20-year stretch being in the building trades, being a union worker. It's a brotherhood, sisterhood, it's a bond. You know, you forge, how people were in fraternities and they they have friends for years just because this fraternity that they're a part of. That's what this union shit is like. You forge uh, long-lasting, lifelong relationships with people that you may just have a good working relationship with. I got guys like that I would never talk to outside of the job, but I've been knowing them 20 years, and our working relationship is just superb. You know, if I go on a job and they there, or they come on a job and I'm there, I can make some things happen for them, and I will, and they will for me. It's a brotherhood being a part of a union. But how I got this far on my morning Joe, talking about unions and this and that, but that's what it's about. It's live. You never know what might be said, and you know what type of comments people may leave. You know, like you never know. So, but peace and love, man. Treetrunk the whole head out. I'm done with my coffee. I think I'm done smoking for a minute today. About to get into my day. Love you, America. Everybody that mess with my channel, all my subscribers. I'm trying to get all them watch hours so I can start, moving forward with this my YouTube journey, and I'm going to reach my monetization at some point. I see my numbers climbing, and thanks to everybody who leave comments and interact with my channel. Thank y'all. I need a nice brand deal from somebody. Y'all know what I need my brand deals about. I want to go on a tour. I'm going to start with my state. I'm going to get my family involved. And we're going to meet other YouTubers in different places. and talk about where you from. We're gonna start right here in Michigan, right where I'm at. You know, y'all see where I travel to. You know, I usually say it in my morning Joes, you know, my YouTube shorts. Y'all see where I travel to. So if you're a YouTuber in that area, give me a shout out. You know, maybe we can sit down, you know, make some content. You know, I'm an old head, you know, you got a family. Maybe we can hook up with our families, you know, come to your town, go to a park, this and that, make some content, blow up at this shit. You know, I'm starting right here in Michigan. You know, I can't go all 50 states until I get all my people right here in Michigan behind me. So, where you at? You know, we starting right here in Michigan, Southeast Michigan. All the YouTubers hit me up. It's Treetrunk over here. I got over 1.1 million views across YouTube. I know y'all see me. You know, I drop every day. So I know y'all see me. And over 1.1 million views, I know somebody see me. I know somebody see me. So YouTubers, hit me up. We gonna start there. Y'all see I'm on my 420 shit. We link up. We blow one. We hook our families up together. We barbecue. And you know, we make our content. We blow up. We got this platform. I love y'all, American Street Trunk the old head. I'm out.